You're driving home, normal night, nothing illegal. Then, boom, red and blue lights in your mirror. You pull over, and the officer walks up to you with this question that sounds harmless. Do you know why I pulled you over? Most people answer that question, and they don't realize they step into the first trap, because that question, it's not small talk. It's a confession generator. In the next few minutes, I am going to show you 7 traffic stop traps that turn just a warning into a search, a DUI investigation, and even an arrest. And I'll give you the exact phrases to use: calm, respectful, and legally smart, so you don't talk yourself into trouble. And stay to the end, because trap number 7 is the one that matters most when a stop drags on and you feel like you're being held hostage on the side of the road. Trap number 1, the why question, or as I call it, the confession trap. When an officer asks, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" they're fishing for admissions. Here's what people do. Driver, was I going a little fast? Maybe my taillight was out? Or the worst one, officer, I only had 2 beers. I think I'm safe to drive. Even if the officer wasn't sure what they saw, your guess can become the reason. So the move is simple, polite, and forces clarity. "No, officer, why did you stop?" Say it calmly, then stop talking. You're not being rude, you're being smart. But just be aware, officers don't always have to tell you why they stopped you. Sometimes they're going to say, "I'm the one asking questions tonight." Gotta love those guys, right? There are some states like California, the officers must tell you if asked, but just understand that's the exception, not the rule. So be prepared for an officer not to tell you why he pulled you over, but please don't argue about if he was or was not allowed to pull you over at that time. Arguments made for the court, not the side of the road. Trap number 2, the "I know my rights" spiral, or as I call it, how to escalate things needlessly. A lot of people think the goal is to win an argument at the roadside. It's not. Court is where you win. The roadside is where you avoid giving them extra reasons to investigate, detain, or even arrest you. Here's the trap. Once the tone becomes combative, everything becomes officer safety and non-compliance. And suddenly you're being ordered out of the car. You might be ordered to sit on the ground, even if it's wet. Maybe put in some handcuffs. Officer safety. Officer safety, the courts give the officers so much leeway, and as soon as they say that, well, things can go south quick. So here is the best mindset. Don't argue, don't perform, don't escalate. You can assert your rights without turning it into a show. So what you can say is, "Officer, I am going to comply with your lawful orders. I just don't consent to searches, and I will not be answering any questions." That sentence is pure gold. It's respectful. It's clear. It's controlled. Now, just understand, for you people out there that think the right to travel involves us not needing a driver's license, you're wrong, number 1. So if an officer asks you for your identification, driver's license, or if you don't have it, name, address, date of birth, like you're required to give in some states like Indiana, give that information to them. Proof of insurance. Please don't fall for this. "I have a constitutional right to travel. You can't tell me I need a driver's license." No, that's not what constitutional right to travel is. Not even close. It's not. Give me those cases. They're not relevant. So please do your best not to just make the officer mad needlessly. I'm not telling you to lick his boots. He's doing his job. You're doing your job. And your job is to assert your rights. So trap number 1, don't guess. Trap number 2, don't argue, control the tone. Now, trap number 3 is the one that ruins people who thought they were being helpful. Trap number 3, the mind trick consent search. This one is deadly because it comes wrapped in politeness. The officer will say something along the lines, "If you don't have anything illegal in the car, then you wouldn't mind me giving a quick search." Or, "If you're innocent, you'll let me search." Or, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna give you a quick search. It'll only take a second." If you consent, you've just made their job easy. And yes, your car can end up looking like it got hit by a tornado, and that's still your problem. So your line when asked those questions is very simple. "Officer, I do not consent to searches." Then stop talking. If they search anyway, you're not stopping it with your words. Your lawyer stops it in court. Just don't consent to searches. And for some of you all thinking, "Why? I'm not afraid of them searching my car. I don't care." Couple of different things. Number 1, you don't know every single thing in your car. Did you give a little ride to your nephew? You don't know what he's doing all day. Was your car unattended? Did someone get into your car and do something inside it? Or number 3, even if you truly do have nothing to hide, those officers can search your car, and then leave all your stuff on the side of the road and drive off. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Don't consent to searches. Trap number 4, the windows, hands, movement trap. Officers are trained to watch hands and movement, and rightfully so. The trap is frantic reaching, digging around the glove box, leaning under your seats, just grabbing your registration. Even innocent movements get narrated as suspicious. I observed furtive movements. I feared for my safety. I suspect the driver was trying to hide something. So here is your best practice checklist in 5 seconds. Pull over safely. Window down enough to communicate. Hands visible on the wheel. At night, turn the interior dome light on. And number 5, speak slowly. And if your documents are somewhere you have to reach, say it first. My registration is in the glove box. I'm going to reach over and get it for you. That one sentence removes the furtive movement storyline. Officer can't say you're trying to hide things or things suspicious. I'm doing what you asked me to do. And it goes without saying, if you are carrying a firearm, you want to keep that separate from your license and registration, whatever documents are in your glove box. You don't want a situation where the officer observes you reaching into a glove box and he sees a firearm, because then it becomes a safety issue. And the officers and safety issues can pretty much do whatever they want, unfortunately, and it might not end up very nice for you. So keep those firearms and documents, as a license, registration, insurance, keep that separate than any firearm. Trap number 5, the step out of the car order. If an officer orders you out of the car, most people think they can refuse to get out. In most situations, officers can legally order the driver and passengers out of the vehicle under various Supreme Court rulings. The trap is arguing about it, because the argument becomes resisting so fast, it becomes non-compliant so fast, and it becomes an officer safety issue faster than you can think. And all of a sudden, you have these extra charges do not exist 30 seconds ago. So do this instead. If an officer asks you to get out of the car, officer is at a request or a command. If they say it's a command, comply calmly. Then you anchor the record, and you can even say audibly, catch on their camera or maybe even your recording device, I'm complying, but I do not consent to any searches. I advise rolling the window back up and locking the car as you get out of it. That might piss the officer off, but it does add an extra Fourth Amendment barrier to them getting back into the car. It's not going to prevent it entirely, and some officers might just take the keys and open it back up. Hopefully that's on the body cam or dash cam. Getting out of the car is not giving in. You're avoiding a worse outcome while protecting your legal position. Now, trap number 6, the weapon surprise, which basically don't create a scare. If you legally carry, listen closely. Laws vary. In some states, you have a duty to inform the officer that you're carrying the moment he walks up. Some states, you have a duty to tell them you're carrying if they ask you. Some states like Indiana, you don't got to do anything, but you can't lie if asked. Keep that in mind. Lying is a crime. But the universal trap is this: your paperwork and a weapon are stored in the same place. So if you grab the insurance document and the officer sees a weapon, now everything is hands, don't move, step out, and your night could very well be ruined. So do 2 things. Store paperwork separate from any weapon, and don't reach for paperwork, anything, without narrating what you're doing. And I've said it in other videos, I would never touch a firearm in the presence of a police officer, because, well, that could end very badly under officer safety. You might not be going home that night, but that officer probably will be A-okay. So if you're in a state where you have a duty to inform, or the officer asks you if you're carrying, here's your line. Officer, I want to let you know that I'm lawfully carrying. How would you like me to proceed? If you're in a state that does not require disclosing that, please don't do anything that can cause an officer to think that you are a risk to his safety, because again, that will not end well for you. So, hands on the wheel, calm voice, let them give you instructions. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. Now, trap number 7 is what happens when the stop is over, but somehow you're still not leaving. Trap number 7, the dragging it out trap. The Rodriguez clock, as I like to call it. This is the trap they really hope you don't understand. That the stop turns into a fishing expedition. The officer is checking something, waiting on a supervisor, running it again. Just 1 more minute. In Rodriguez v. U.S., the Supreme Court said police cannot extend a traffic stop beyond the time reasonably needed to handle the traffic mission, just to investigate other crimes, without legal justification. So, what do you do in real life? First, you wait until the ticket or warning is done, or the stop should be over. Then you ask the question that resets the power dynamic. Officer, am I free to go? If they say yes, leave. If they say no, don't argue. You clarify. Am I being detained? And if so, for what reason? Well, they may not have to tell you why they're detaining you or keeping you longer, but those words are going to trigger something inside the officer's memory. Oh man, this guy knows something. He knows I'm dragging this out. If the officer won't answer or gives you a bad answer or just trying to keep chatting you up, you use the cleanest line in America. I'm going to remain silent and I want a lawyer. Because the goal isn't to win the conversation at the roadside. The goal is to give them nothing to use against you later. So here's a quick recap with some screenshots to help you remember all these 7. Number 1, no officer, why did you stop? Number 2, I'll comply with lawful orders. I won't answer questions. Number 3, I do not consent to searches. Number 4, request or command, and then comply with commands. My registration is in the glove box. May I reach? Number 6, I'm lawfully carrying. How do you want me to proceed? Number 7, am I free to go? Here's the truth. Most traffic stops don't become cases because of what's in the car. They become cases because of what the driver says and how the situation escalates. Be polite. Keep your hands visible. Don't consent to searches. Don't answer investigative questions. And if they cross the line, you fight it in court, not on the side of the road. Now, if you've watched this video this long, you must like me. Come on. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you've been dealt with any of these traps. If you truly don't know what to say, let me know who you remind me of. I've got a running list here. John Leguizamo, Joe Pesci, Turtle from Montrose. Someone mentioned Tom Cruise. That person is my favorite person in the world. Remember, this is general advice. You need to do the research for what's applicable in your state. Although I've done my best to make sure the videos on Tuesday afternoons are applicable to the entire 50 United States, but there's always some weird exceptions. Research, check it out. Figure out what the law is on your area. Find a cool attorney in your area. Have them on speed dial so you know them before you need them. And if you're facing charges in Indiana, give me and my team a call, 317-632-3642. But most importantly, I want you to remember to always